This is From the 50, the football show for the average Joe, starring the voice of God and Lions superfan TJ Weber, the guy who hates the refs and Kyler Murray, Big Web, Mr. Football Encyclopedia himself, and lifelong Packers stands at talk, the loser who signed the board twice, Nick Yale, and a sad-ass Bills fan, Nick Tully. This is Football Sunday.
What's up, everybody? Welcome into this edition of From the 50. We are live for Divisional Round Sunday. It's me, it's Big Web. I got to change your camera angle. And Tolly. Hello, Tolly.
What's up, boys?
So we had a few games on yesterday. We'll get into all that. We'll also get into the two games remaining for the divisional round here on From the 50. Thank you guys for tuning in on YouTube and on TikTok. If you guys are brand new to the program, make sure you hit the follow button. Go to FromThe50.com to check out all of our channels. You can also leave a voicemail by going to the website, clicking that Leave a Voicemail button, and it'll be sending you to a website where you can record your message to us and you can chit-chat about everything in the NFL. So that is FromThe50.com for all you out there, and we appreciate your support as always. Well, let's start with Niners Seahawks, because I think Bills might go into 10-15 range or so. So Tali, we'll go to you in a second. Let's talk Niners Seahawks. There's not much to talk about. I was completely dead wrong on that game. That kind of sums up my season, where if I have a hot take that I think a team's going to get it done and you know, make a big splash and get the upset, it goes the complete opposite direction. After they beat the Eagles last week, after everything I've seen, they've overcome all this stuff, all the stuff they had in the playoffs over the past few years, making their runs. I said, if any team can do it, they can do it. When Rashid Shaheed ran back that kick, I was on the phone with Dad about something totally different, and I knew at that moment it was over.
I wasn't even watching TV at the time, and he calls me up and he goes, uh-oh, and I go, uh-oh, what happened? What happened?
Yeah.
But then he told me, but that was in my favor. But that game, Niners ran into a buzzsaw defense, man. The Seattle is for real. I knew they were in Week 18 against the same opponent. You know, I knew defense in the playoffs is a huge, huge thing. You know, I was reminding a couple buddies about the dominance of the Ray Lewis Ravens defense back in the day and how they just ran right through the playoffs, and this team's doing the same thing.
They are. And I've kind of realized now officially they don't need Sam Darnold to win anymore. It doesn't really matter. Dad made a good point yesterday about if Drew Lock does play, they'll be fine. They just need someone to control the game. I kind of disagreed with that. I mean, Darnold, he threw for 4,000 yards during the regular season. My whole basis was the guy can't win in the playoffs. He had the oblique thing. There was all this murmur going on early yesterday that he may not even play, which you knew he was going to play, but my thought was if the Niners get him a couple times on big hits, he's not going to be the same. It didn't fucking matter. I mean, Kenneth Walker ran for like 150 yards. They got whatever it was, 6-7 yards a carry it seemed like. And the Niners kept getting hurt. McCaffrey got hurt. Tungus got hurt. Everybody made mistakes. There were fumbles. There were all this shit. So turnovers like crazy. So it was pretty evident early it wasn't going to work out, but I didn't see it going that way after they beat Philly in Philly. I really thought it'd be more of a fight, and I should have known by that stupid number when they kept it at 7 after all the Darnold hubbub. I'm sitting there going, why are they doing this? They're baiting us to take it, but it still felt right. It still felt like this is a playoff game. This is a division foe. They've been together. This is the third time they played this season. Everything points in the direction of Niners +7. And I mean, they were in +27. It was fucking brutal.
Well, like I said before the game, they got such a good defense. The game plan on offense was don't make a mistake, be boring, just do something simple, and let the Niners make the mistakes. And sure enough, they made the mistakes not only on the field but in their own zone, and that's what set up for the blowout. So,
Billy Horror, what are we doing, boys? We're talking a little ball here, Billy. Appreciate you, bro. That's his normal go-to.
Yeah. What are we doing?
What are we doing? But yeah, I don't really have anything else to say. Tali, you have any takes on the Niners Seahawks? You said you really didn't get to watch it, so.
Yeah, I didn't get to watch the game because I was working. But yeah, I mean, I was kind of with you. I was rooting for the 49ers. I thought they'd at least keep it close. So when I saw the score at the end, I was like, holy cow, what happened?
Yeah, that's pretty much how it went. I don't have any other takes. I mean, I'll move on because the game we really want to talk about is Bills Broncos. 33-30, Broncos get it done in overtime. I have a ton of thoughts. I can go through my whole notes here and bullshit, but Tolly, what everybody wants to hear, what I want to hear, and what Big Web wants to hear right now is your thoughts on the game.
I mean, the Bills should have won. They were the better team. They had plenty of opportunities. They kind of threw it away. I mean, we can kind of start early the whole halftime, right before halftime thing. Well, actually, we can go before that. James Cook fumbling inside the 30-yard line. Knew that was going to hurt, especially when the Broncos go down and score the touchdown. And then at halftime, there's 22 seconds, no timeouts. I'm going to just knee it out, whatever. Going to halftime, you're getting the ball. It's fine. Josh does whatever the fuck Josh did, decides to just chuck the ball. God forbid a lineman fall on it or kick it out of bounds. He fucking throws it wherever.
Or the ball, or the play goes 2 more seconds. You know what I mean? Like, of course, at least time on the clock.
Right. So they get the 3 points there, makes it a 10-point game, and it's like, well, the Bills just build. Like, that's how this game's going to go. Like, they're screwed. But I'm like, well, they're a second-half team. Maybe, they'll come out. Hopefully they'll figure this out. And they did, and they played well at the start. And then you kind of get burned with Trey White gets hurt on the rushing play right before they score the touchdown with a minute left. I mean, the Bills are down to their 6th cornerback at that point on the outside, and Dane Jackson, he gets torched for a touchdown. I mean, Josh leads them down there. They get the field. Even before they gave up that touchdown, the Bills were in the red zone. If they score a touchdown there, then, okay, you give up the touchdown to the Broncos. It's a tie game. You go kick a field goal to win. Like, again, it's just they had so many opportunities to win the game and couldn't. But they go down there. Cooks gets pass interference, but God forbid the refs call that. Just let it go. Doesn't matter. Great. Awesome. Love you, NFL.
Wait. So you're talking about the one in the end zone?
Yeah. He grabbed his ball. First, he grabbed his chest. Then he grabbed his arm.
He did definitely grab his arm.
No call.
The ball was out of bounds by. I mean,
it doesn't matter.
It does matter. If the ball is out of bounds, you can't catch it.
He impeded his ability to try to catch the ball.
But if the ball is not catchable, it doesn't matter.
It was catchable. You don't grab his arm and he jumps up. He's at least getting a hand on it.
I was rooting for the Bills the whole time, truthfully, and I was looking at it, trying to look at it as a non-fan. The way where the ball landed out of bounds, and I'm not saying the first thing I thought too is Cooks is too short to catch that ball. But even if you have Shaquille O'Neal out there, I'm not saying the tallest guy in the world couldn't have caught it, but it was relatively out of bounds on that play. That's all I saw. So I will say that.
It's close enough that, especially if you're going to throw those 2 flags at the end of the game in overtime, you better fucking throw that one.
Yeah. Well,
no, you're right.
Anyway, continue.
Yeah, so I mean it's another missed opportunity for them, and then you go into overtime, and I think the injuries on defense and stuff really caught up to them. I mean, you're playing like your number 4 safety out there, and
that was
you don't have your top corners out there, and
Sean is
when you don't. I mean, they did the best they could on offense. Their offense really wasn't that bad for not having a number 1 wide receiver, but again, there was the play where Josh steps back, Shakir misses the chip, Dion misses the guy who Shakir was supposed to chip, and Josh gets blindsided and fumbles the ball. Like, it's not his fault. I know. I mean, seeing the guy cry after the game and saying that he feels like he let his teammates down,
that was tough.
Ripped my heart out.
That was tough because I feel like every single postseason when this has happened to Buffalo, they eat it and they're big boys about it. But when it's been tugging on your heartstrings so long, and you got so many just heartbreaking losses. And I think, whether they'll admit it or not, they know this was the year. They know that everything was panned out for
it's
them.
Generational.
And I also, I skipped over this part. The whole catch interception thing in overtime, these motherfuckers screwed the Bills on that call last year against the Chiefs. This is now the 2nd year in a row. Like, it's just every playoff time now, the Bills are getting screwed by the refs on some BS call late in a playoff game. It's
Now,
every year.
McDermott said something about it. He was trying to defend him.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I give that guy all the credit in the world in his press guy. He's saying, I'm standing up for Buffalo. I mean, I've said that, like, this team is fully ingrained in that community, means a lot to them. Those guys have kind of embraced the atmosphere of the community and everything, and that 100%. Like, that made me be, yeah, Sean, like, let's run it back another year. Like,
Now,
come on, man.
I want to hear Big Webb's take on the play because, again, I was rooting for Buffalo the whole time. I've read Twitter. I've seen what the referees have said. I've seen, like, McCauley was on Twitter going crazy against fans yesterday, talking about
of course
how it was
those
the right
assholes
call.
are going to stand up for each other.
Right, but I'm saying I have a take, and it's against Tolly. I think it was an interception based on the ruling, so I want to hear what Big Webb's got to say about it.
So I was a fan of Cooks all day. I had him receptions, and he did well for me. But the kid, okay, so great ball. It was right there. He had it, and as he was coming down with the football and the other guy's rolling over the top of him, I absolutely said to myself, he got the ball taken away from him. And it was, most of it wasn't strength, it was momentum.
Right.
Because the defender was rolling right over the top, and he had – right away, Cooks had the ball first. He did have possession. He comes down, and then he just starts rolling. The D-back had possession. The ball hasn't hit the ground yet. Nobody hit the ground. It just like took it away. Then his momentum rolled over him, and he took it. I didn't mind that call. I thought that was an interception. But I said to myself, wouldn't it, and this is a roster fucking thing, but I'm sitting there going, if you're a stronger, bigger guy, and Jigba, Metcalf, you're not losing that possession. I don't think. Nothing against the kid.
It's a great defensive play. It really is.
This guy had a good game. He had a good year. But some of these guys get out physicaled on these plays, and that's one that happened. And it had to do with how it was rolling over. It sucked. But Buffalo kind of went for it in that scenario. Buffalo was moving the ball in smaller increments, and any go for it pass and these bullshit pass interference things are driving me nuts to decide games. They really are. I almost think they need to go back to the college rule and give them only 15 yards.
Yeah. We'll get to the Javarius White one coming up. I do have a take because I also think it was an interception. So all these people on Twitter doing the screenshots of Cooks with the ball and his knee down, that doesn't talk about
his
the whole
knee
play.
and his shoulder were down.
It doesn't matter though. The ball is still he's not fully there. Like you could see it moving a little bit, and then the defender.
Then why last year was it not an interception for Cole Bishop when he had the ball? He was down, and then they gave it to Rashee Rice as a catch after Rashee Rice took it from him while he's laying on his back.
You got to see the play.
But you got to remember that, and you got to remember that Zook said it perfectly this year. I don't love it when it goes against my team and my shit too. Tal, you got to admit, you got a Bills hat on. Like I understand. I'm also wanting the team to win. I was pissed off.
Oh, I was too.
But my thing was, if you watch the way it's made, he's moving, and the defender, whether you think it's an interception or a catch, unbelievable play. Like the timing of it made it close enough where they had to rule on it. Now, the one thing I will agree on that Sean talked about in the postgame and on the plane when he called, I had made a note. He made a call to somebody from a newspaper actually after seeing the NFL pool report. So it's anybody that doesn't know what that is. I heard about it, but I wanted to see exactly what the definition was. It's post-game transcript from a designated media member asking the game's head referee about significant or controversial calls so they get more explanation out there. So after they read that, Sean then goes ahead and calls, I believe, a newspaper reporter, Jay Skursky, Buffalo News, about his thoughts after reading the pool report, how he still thought he was in the right on it. And here's why I do agree with him. You make sure you review that call 100% way more in depth because they just kind of ruled on it. I don't know if they said who did, if it was New York, if it was somebody on the field, but regardless, they did not look at that enough. So when I saw the play again and again, hoping, to me, I had my Buffalo hat on in a way. I wanted it to go the other way. I said, I think you can't call that a catch after it's been ruled an interception. But I do agree with Sean that 100% should have been reviewed more. For sure.
Yeah, I mean, he even took a timeout to talk to the ref and be like, hey, you guys have to review that because I don't even think New York reviewed it. I think they all just completely ignored it, which
it was so
like
fast.
Sean said,
that's what I don't.
It was
doesn't
too
make
quick,
sense.
way too quick.
I agree with that. But I do think it was an interception. You know, and this is what's so crazy about the playoffs. There's always one or two plays that are like this, where it's like, I haven't seen that all season, and now that happens. It's crazy.
Look at the Shakir. If Josh would have thrown that ball when it was about the 10-yard line, we were up 24-23. If he throws that ball 1 foot higher and Shakir cuts on that guy and runs that 11 yards again and scores that touchdown, you're up by at least 8 or 9 points at that time. Mm-hmm. And that would have changed everything that happened.
Oh, for sure.
Totally would have. So it just
you don't give up the 3 at the end of the half. That was completely inexcusable. Then you win in regulation.
Yeah, there was two times that 2 turnovers, and again, you said the second one, the fumble by Josh in the third quarter on the first drive when he got blindsided. It's hard as a quarterback to know who's there, and you get the ball knocked out when you throw it.
I don't.
But that turned into, I'm saying for the team, that turned into a field goal. Yeah. And then the Josh one, I was listening on the radio. I was running an errand or something, thinking the half is over, and I hear Josh fumbles 2 seconds on the clock, and here comes Will Lutz. I'm like, holy shit!
Yeah.
Changes everything.
The James Cook one at the beginning of the game too. The Bills are driving right down. They're going to score a touchdown on that drive, and he coughs it up, and it's just. Those are just back-breaking plays.
But yeah, the hook and ladder, or whatever you want to call it, where they caught the
incredible
ball.
play.
Hey, by the way, that was a Lions-esque play. That was a Ben Johnson Lions era play. There,
they were giving Joe Brady's from kudos, Tolly.
They were.
Well, the Bills have run that play. I mean, they ran at least 4 times during the regular season. Any time that they're in like a 4th and long and it's late in the game, they run that play, and it's been successful every time.
Yeah. And
awesome.
The harder part about this whole story is the Bills had chances to win. You know, first of all, it's hard to win when you got 5 turnovers. We can all agree with that. Yeah. Not saying they didn't have a chance. I mean, when you have 5 turnovers, the game should be again to the other side, and it just wasn't the case. Buffalo kept coming back. But, I mean, it was the Josh 2 fumbles. It was the 2 interceptions. The one interception, especially when they were down 6, I think in the second, or I guess it was the third quarter, and he threw a bomb, on their own. It was like right after their did they hit an interception?
They had just intercepted the ball.
And then in the first play or second play, he threw a bomb and got it. It was a lollipop and double coverage, or the safety came over and got it.
Down on the 10.
Didn't love that throw. So anyway, mistakes like crazy where they could have maybe slowed things down a little bit.
Yep.
So you can't deny that. They did not play their best football. Josh didn't play his best football. It was kind of a game where so many things went each team's way. I mean, you got to give it up to Denver too. They gave up that lead, but they stayed in it. They did what they had to do, and got it done. And the one call I was pissed that they threw, because if they don't throw this, it's, I don't know what it is, a 52-yard field goal, 48-yard field goal for the win instead of a chip shot. Is it Tre'Davious White? That's how you say his name?
Yeah.
That call you got to keep your flag in your pocket. However, here's what I will say, and this is not just for White, it's for all these cornerbacks and safeties in the NFL. Play the fucking ball. These guys
turn the fuck around and look at the ball.
I mean, I understand a little hand checking and stuff. I have no problem with that, but at least make an effort to see the ball, because when you don't, you're gonna get flagged most of the time.
He was back to the ball and fucking karate chopped down.
Right.
And his timing was early, and. But look at all the fucking calls they let go before that, though.
100%.
That's what pissed me off.
The Bills' right tackle, Spencer Brown, came out and he goes, they didn't call anything all game. I was holding the shit out of guys. He goes, one of the third down plays before that, he goes, I held the shit out of Cooper. They didn't call nothing. They didn't call nothing all day. And then all of a sudden, they make those back-to-back calls out of nowhere.
And that's what sucks, is they let them play. People are bitching about the refs. Yeah. Overall, they were pretty good until overtime.
But you got to keep that consistent. If you're going to let them play, you got to fucking let them play all day. I don't care if it's overtime or not.
Especially if it's a playoff game.
There was some other pass interference that were equal to or worse than that call. But I agree with you, TJ. If you turn the fuck around, you're probably not getting called.
At least you get a better chance. The first time that you mirror a guy and you put your hands on his arms or something, you're going to get flagged every time.
Yeah.
When they didn't call the offensive pass interference on that ball that Lil Jordan dropped on that first Broncos drive, because there's an offensive PI, they picked Teron Johnson 5 yards down the field. They didn't throw the flag there. It was like, okay, they're going to let him play all day. Like, thank God the guy dropped the ball, but it was like, they're going to let him go, and they did until overtime.
So my thing was the call that a lot of people that are on the side of that's football. Like some people, half the people, and it's kind of an interesting conversation because even in the chat, refs fucked over the Bills, and then other people saying, well, it shouldn't have mattered because of the holding call. I think it was in overtime when the Bills had the ball on their possession to go down and try to win it. There was holding, and the guy was like, the right tackle was bear hugging the guy rushing for Denver. Mm-hmm. And the ruling is if that's holding in the end zone, it's a safety.
All right.
And that would have been the end of the game. Tali, what do you think about that?
I didn't see that one.
Yeah. That was the one.
I mean, there was
they commented on it.
Right.
They did call holding on the Bills on the ball that Keon dropped in the end zone, and it would have been so then they declined it. Bills kicked the field goal. If Keon catches that ball, I don't know why that idiot dropped the ball, but if he catches that, then Denver has to accept that penalty. Yes, it's 3rd and 19 then, but at least the Bills still have a chance to get another first down, still score a touchdown there.
Another play.
Even that drop was huge.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. You're right. And then the one pass interference they called before the Travarius White one, when it was on the sideline, it was I forgot who it was on.
Got his arm up in there?
Yeah, it gave them a first down. It gave Denver a first down, but it didn't matter because there was 2 penalties on the play. I've seen people
personal
bitching
foul
about
roughing
that.
The passer.
Like you got to put that flag away. Okay, even if they do, it was roughing the passer, so it was a first down anyway.
It was a first down still, but it's still a big difference in field position.
It was like 2 yards.
15
they said
yards.
It wasn't that much. It wasn't that much. I don't think. I think it was actually like a couple yards.
So my spot of the foul though, wasn't it on the interference?
Yeah.
Versus the 15-yard.
I know, but somebody said it. I read it online. It wasn't that big of. I don't remember where the ball was exactly, but regardless, it was gonna be a first down. And here's my thing too. I hate the referees. We all agree with that. When you see a game go the way like the players are playing, and then it gets a flag flies through the air, it does suck. It makes you melt most of the time when it's against your team, and then if it is for your team or your bet, you're sitting there like, man, I can't believe that this is going to be affected. Now it's almost like a tainted win in a way. Mm-hmm. But since Zook said that earlier this year about how hard it is to call these games.
Oh my God.
They need to go even more in depth with these rules because I feel like every year they make changes to make sure that this doesn't happen again, and yet every single year we have a new play that recreates football.
But it's always pass interference.
It is always pass interference.
All the
sure.
other, roughing the passer and personal fouls after unnecessary roughness and all that bullshit that these guys do is clear and concise and stupid, and they fucking do it all the time. Those guys, that's 15 yards, that's clean, that's easy, just stupidity. But when you get in there and you start pass interference, there's such a different way of how they call it each time.
Yeah.
So years ago, guys, I'm talking about 15, 20 years ago, there was very little hand checking. If there was hand checking, you were getting flagged.
Yeah.
It was like basketball. Basketball is a different sport now too. But the physicality that happens between a receiver and a D-back now going down the fucking field is crazy.
It is.
And they allow so much of this and pull and this, and you're letting all this go. Now the ball's in the air and the guy grabs a guy's arm. Now you want a flag, but he's just punched him in the mouth the whole way down the fucking field. So I think they need to really seriously, and it's going to take the physicality out of the game. But if they went back to the way it was, and they're not going to, but if they go back to the way it was and say, look, no more hand checking, boys. This is tough. And guess what? You got the best receivers in the world. Mm-hmm. You got the best. D-back is one of the hardest fucking jobs on the field. It really is.
If not the hardest. And then I will say, I haven't watched enough Bo Nix all year to know how he throws deep balls. I know he does throw some lollipops. But he started throwing some balls where he was fishing, I feel like. You know what I mean? Like throw it up for grabs, hoping for something to happen, throw the flag. Like he had a couple balls that it was lollipop city for that, you know?
The Bears are going to do that tonight.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. It's been crazy. And to make it even crazier, so the game gets over with, no matter what you want to say, it was a hell of a football game. I was on the edge of my seat for a long time. We were devastated because we also wanted to see Josh go. We were rooting for Tali. We were rooting for a better AFC championship. So we said, okay, we'll go good for the Broncos. Find out 20 minutes later. I checked, 5 times to make sure this wasn't a fake account for Schefter because now, Big Web, you've been fooled by that. Fake accounts. That Bo Nix breaks a bone in his ankle out for the season.
They showed the play. It was like He rolled out. There was nothing.
Now, was it on the kneel down or was it on the one he rolled out?
No, he rolled out to the left and threw a ball, but I didn't see anything. He was tackled or something. He landed. I don't know.
Weird, yeah. It was when I saw that. The first thing I thought of is who the fuck's the backup for the Broncos? Because I have no idea. That's my first thought. And then I see Jared Stidham, and I go, "You gotta be fucking kidding me." You know how pissed, I mean, the NFL, and people want to say, oh, the NFL rigged it for the Broncos. They didn't. They just didn't. The refs are just bad. Let's just say that. And it's hard to officiate. We've said that. But at the end of the day, can you imagine being the NFL now and going from Josh Allen in your AFC Championship to Jared Stidham?
Yeah.
Tough.
No, I know it. And then they made a comment. Sean made a comment that we got a guy stepping up, number 2, man. He could start for any team in the league.
What else are they going to say?
Sean, come on.
I love the memes, by the way, of Phillip Rivers walking in there with a Denver Broncos uniform, or I saw Peyton Manning pictures to bring him back. That would be electric.
I saw one that was like, we're just back to the year where it was Brady and Bortles and Case Keenum in the championship games. Like,
It's become a shit show now because, like, here's what I say. I think if the Patriots win today, they're in the Super Bowl, I would think.
Whoever wins that game's in the Super Bowl.
Whoever wins today is going to the Super Bowl.
I have a Super Bowl bet on the Patriots. So I wasn't happy to see Josh go because I want to see the Bills there with the Pats, two of the best teams going at it. But since that didn't happen, Big Web, now I get Jared Stidham, if they can get past C.J. Stroud, to go to the Super Bowl for a little cash here.
You're in a much better position.
I don't hate that at all. Yeah. So anyway, that's crazy games yesterday. Well, crazy game yesterday overall, and the Bo Nix stuff. Everything going into this has been crazy. I didn't think that we would end up talking about Jared Stidham starting an AFC Championship when yesterday started, but here we are. So
right.
Crazy.
And then, like you say, out of the blue, every single pass has been thrown, every tackle's been made, and the game's totally over. And then you hear that. What?
I'm telling you.
I try to look at this to be less depressed and have some sort of positivity out of this, I said, it's just going to be better next year. Josh will win Super Bowl MVP, and we'll watch Haley hand him the baby.
All right.
And he'll be able to have his baby with him now when he wins the Super Bowl.
He's going to do like the Circle of Life, like Lion King thing or something? Is that what's going to happen?
So. I sure hope so.
Tally, how about your buddy Joe Brady? You got to love him now.
No, I don't. He still had some stupid play calls. I mean, I'll give him credit. It wasn't his fault that they lost. Of course, Tony Romo does. That guy's a fucking idiot. He says the most obvious, dumbest things. It wasn't his fault that they lost. I think he did a better job in the playoffs than he did during the regular season. But go ahead, somebody hire him as a head coach.
All right, sorry, we got on our soapbox there. That game, especially with Tolly, we wanted to really lock in on that. So let me read some of the comments we had during those discussions. Let's see. Bang Bang Niners lame. That's from Choice Tech. I have a question. Does Josh Allen win Super Bowl MVP in 2030? Joseph.
That'll be a second, third one.
Yeah. Y'all got whooped. That's from Joseph. Let's see. Sea Chickens own the Santa Clara 49ers.
Boo-hoo.
Boo-hoo when Tolly was talking. That's from Choice Tech. Bills got screwed. That was a bad cap. Let's see. This dude does not know football. That could be all of us. Has never played in his life. Stop crying about a kid's game. It's from D. Patton. Let's see what else we got. Josh Allen versus Justin
Herbert.
Sherbert in Cancun. I don't know why I call him Sherbert. Let's see. Refs could call holding on every play. What do you want? Of course, you didn't see that one, so this guy's mad at you for not seeing the holding in the end zone, Tolly.
Sorry, I was trying to work a hockey game.
Yeah.
Kind of had multiple things to pay attention to.
A little busy. Yeah, holding's a tough one. What are you going to do? Let's see. Steve Allen says yes because Josh will be another year younger. That's what he says. There you go. The chirps are coming.
Brady was winning at 45 years old. It don't matter.
Here's the good news for me, Big Web. If all the dust is settled, I don't have to change the intro next year. A sad-ass Bills fan, Nick Tolley, I don't have to change it. It's staying. And I feel bad for him, but I don't have to do as much work. It's kind of great.
It's like I started to say before. It's generational, man. I think of the '90s where they missed all those opportunities to win the Super Bowl, and it sucks. It sucks. They're going to get them though. This new stadium's going to break the jinx.
We're going to get Lions-Bills one of these years, Tolly. It's going to happen. And it's actually going to be heartbreaking for one of us. It really will be.
We've got it in the regular season next season in Buffalo. So I'm hoping
stadium.
It's a day that we could be there.
That would be fun to do the show from the tailgate and then jump through a table. Yeah. God, that'd be great.
I'm too old to jump through a table, but that'd be fun to try.
I'll jump through one. That'd be great.
I need fucking football pants on for that.
All right, let's go ahead and get to the picks.
And a lot of Tylenol.
Did Zook not send in his picks today?
He did not. So can we just go ahead and mark those?
We're gonna flip a coin for him just because he's busy right now. He's on the road. I know what he's doing. We lost Tolly. We'll get him back in a second. All right, so panel picks. Usually we pick 7 games. Obviously, since we have the playoffs, we only have 2 to pick today. We picked the 2 yesterday, and we have a lock of the week as well. So you basically double up on a team. We'll do the same thing until Super Bowl, where we're going to add a prop bet. But for now, we'll just pick the 2 games. Tolly, where are we starting on this fine Sunday?
We've got the Houston Texans in New England. Patriots are -3.
Can you tell his passion for this game? Go ahead, Big Web.
I'm taking the 3. No, I'm not. I'm taking the Patriots. This game is tough for me because I love the Texans all year. But the Patriots are better on both sides of the ball, and I think they're going to get it done against the Texans on their own defensive side and kind of keep it close. Give me the Patriots.
All right, Tolly?
I'm taking the Texans. Their defense is really good. New England hasn't really played anybody. I think it's going to be a close game. I mean, Texans might lose, but hopefully it's only by 1 or 2.
Let's see. Nick is going to go with the Houston Texans. Zook, we're going to go ahead and flip a coin.
I think we just give them losses. That's what we've always said.
All right.
If you don't get them in, they're losses.
I mean, I don't think you're going to catch them anyway. So, yeah, loss is a loss. Like, we'll say that. We'll say it's a loss automatically. Unless he gets in the text by the time the picks are over, then it's a loss. Yeah. I will take the New England Patriots here. Again, the hook's kind of scary on this one. I agree, Tolly. It could be a close game. Patriots are rolling. They're at home. They've been playing really good football, and I just don't think Stroud's going to do well in that environment. So go ahead and give me the Patriots even minus the hook. I think that
there is no hook. It's -3.
It is 3 on the dot?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit. No, definitely give me the Pats then. I like that a lot. All right, what do we got for Sunday Night Football tonight?
We have the Los Angeles Rams -3.5 at Chicago.
What do you think, Big Web?
This is a game where the Bears cannot get out to their normal shitty start out of the chute, and it's going to cost them this time. The Rams, everybody said, the Rams let Carolina stay in the game. They were playing down to their competition. I think the Rams are going to have a good, steady offensive day. I think the Bears are going to be trying and heaving and fighting, but give me the Rams to cover the 3.5.
All right, Tolly?
I'm taking the Chicago Bears. I do like that we get the hook here. They're at home. They've been playing well. They seem to find ways to pull all these games out or at least keep them very close.
Let's see. Nick is going to go with the Chicago Bears. No shock there. He's been riding their coattails for a while. I'm going to go ahead and take the Rams here at Big Web. I'm going to take a shot at 3.5. Again, I've been tipping my cap towards the Bears. I gave them a lot of good vibes on Wednesday. I said they've proven me wrong a lot of times. I don't think they're a great football team, but they're good enough and they don't stop. So with that being said, I think it's going to catch up with them at some point that they don't play a full 4 quarters. So give me the Rams here. I think they're tougher. I know the weather kind of was worrying me a little bit, but I think they'll be fine. They'll be able to control the clock. Stafford's going to throw like crazy against them. And again, the Bears, if they play a full 4 quarters, I think they can be the better team, but they just haven't been. So give me the Rams minus the hook here. I think that they're going to win by, I don't know, what do you think? 5, Big Web, a weird number, probably?
Maybe 10. I think, the wind is only 11 miles an hour up there, so I don't think it's really going to affect the throwing much. I've played in cold. You guys played in cold. It's tough, but you got to fucking just do it,
Yeah, for sure. All right, so we have our locks of the week. Me and Tolly already lost on ours. Tolly had Buffalo. I had San Francisco. So, Big Web, what do you got?
I better lock the Rams in this case.
All right. The Rams it is. So then Nick has Houston as his lock in this one today, and then Zook obviously did not get his picks in, so he is without
Locked out.
a lock. Yeah, locked out. Good way to say it. And that'll do it. Those are our picks for the week. It's kind of depressing when you start having a dwindling amount of picks to be able to put out there. Yeah. But as we get closer to the end of the season, that's obviously how we get to that point. So
let me tell you this: the Bears. If the Bears would happen to win this football game, to use Zook's words, they will get mollywopped by Seattle.
You think so?
I do believe.
Yes.
At this point, what's the most interesting Super Bowl left? I think it's Patriots out of the AFC, and I would say either the Rams. I don't think the Seahawks will be fun. I mean, I think they got the best chance now, but they're just kind of blah to watch, aren't they? Their defense is good.
Well,
but
you watch this. I mean, Patriots Seattle, I think would be okay, but if you get Patriots Texans, that's going to be the most boring, low scoring.
Well, Patriots Texans play today.
No, I'm sorry. What did I say? Seattle Texans.
Seattle Texans.
If you get Seattle Texans, then it's that much of a defensive game. It's going to be boring as shit.
Yeah, I agree with that. I guess, I don't know. The Bears would be interesting if they put a full game together today. I hope it doesn't happen. God,
Rams Patriots might be a good one as far as national attention and stuff like that.
Also, smart people before the playoffs started said Rams Patriots were the pick for the matchup before the playoffs started. Somebody in this room said that. So, just a heads up. Could be a nice little, little prediction.
I said Rams.
I said Rams Pats. I did.
Who did I say? Rams Texans?
Yeah, I think you put the Bills in there, didn't you?
No, it was Rams Bills. That's right.
Rams
I
Bills.
was praying for that. Yeah.
Would have been a good one. Yeah. Let's go to the board and show our parlay. So last week, the unfaithful hits finally. It took, I don't know how many weeks, but we finally hit plus 390. Gotta love all those check marks. I added a few more money signs than we usually do just to let people know we hit. Big Web, God, we gotta do round robins next week or next year. Gotta do it.
Yeah, every time. We missed by one.
It's been, so he misses by one. Philly money line. Obviously, San Francisco gets the win. After you saw what they did yesterday, I don't know how you would have thought that would have happened 2 weeks ago. But yeah, it's crazy. I mean, these parlays are. I think I'm making a new rule for myself next season, Big Web. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to get rid of parlays, but no parlays over $10. And then I'm going to put just straight bets down. That's all I'm going to do. Straight bet city is what I'm going to call it. And $10 parlays is the most we do. That's it. Because I'm fucking tired of losing one leg at a time. I really am. Mm-hmm. It's annoying.
No, it single games is where money's won in this goofy thing we do.
Yeah, I would agree with that. All right. So are we going to do, like, Nick and Zook are gone today. It's just you and me. Do you want to do a little collab? Because you need some help. You're losing by one leg.
We can do.
Well, I'm just saying. Look at the board. Look at that X there.
I see.
Call him One Leg Weber.
One leg Web.
I'll tell you what's hopping in here.
Very nice. K-Trap says I love collabs. So there you go.
There you go. No, we can do a collab. I got some ideas on some props, which you got to throw in props at this time if you're trying to get over 3-1. On these combos.
Yeah, I agree with that. So what sticks out to you? Let's chat this through.
Loveland, shit, man, he had 14 fucking catches last week. I don't know where he sits, 6 or 7. If he's 6 or 7 for anywhere like plus 150 or minus 150, I'll take him.
Yeah,
I like that. I like the Rams. Maybe money line or even let's just bet over the fucking 0. Let's go Rams plus 3.5.
All right.
Loveland 6+ catches is at plus 113.
You like this better. Loveland at 60 yards, just 60 yards is plus 110. Plus 104. 60 plus yards, 104.
I like them both.
I like the yardage. Let's throw the yardage in there first. Anything about the games? So you like just taking the Rams in this one?
I like the Rams. I am going to go ahead and fight the under on that game. I'm going to let the weather help a little bit. I originally, if it was like 32 degrees or 35 degrees and sunshine and rainbows, I was going to go ahead and play the over in that football game. But I think I'm going to fight the under because right now it's what, 46?
48.5.
48.5
Oh,
currently.
nice. Give
on green.
me buying that fucker up to 55.5, and let's go under it. Now you got to have 30 to 25, and that's not going to happen in the cold weather.
So now let's do this here. You said you wanted 3-1.
We usually try for that.
I got 362 for you.
What do you got?
3-leg parlay. You ready?
Yep.
Colston Loveland 60+ receiving yards.
Okay.
Rams to win the game. Just win the game.
Yep.
And the Patriots just to win the game.
I don't know about that one. I like the under in that game better. What's that over under?
That
40
one would
and a
be
half.
40.5. Yeah. That's why we're not doing it.
That's tough. It's
Yeah.
tough there.
Not, you know. This is a collab though. Listen, you don't like the Pats, do you? You like the Texans.
Let me ask you this: What's
You
Tolly,
see C.J. Stroud threading the needle today.
what are the Rams team total points?
I'll take a little look here. Let me see what we got here. Carry the one.
You got any 24
From the50.com. If you guys want to subscribe to the show, appreciate
I'm
you
thinking
guys.
24, 27 points for the Rams.
Team total over is going to be. I can't find it.
27.5 is the Rams team total.
Over under.
You can buy it. Yeah, it's over under 27.5.
Yeah. So you buy that down to 23.5 and have yourself a day.
Can you buy the team total down?
Yeah.
All right.
So
23
if you do Big Web, if you do under 55.5, over Rams team total 23.5, and Loveland 60+ yards is plus 445.
Holy shit! I love this.
Say it again.
Under 55.5 in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Rams over 23.5, and Colston Loveland 60+ receiving yards is plus 445.
I don't know about the under, Dad. If you think they're going to dominate today, why don't you just take Rams money line instead of that? Minus 198. Add
If you're needing the Rams to be over 24 points, but the game to be under 55,
that's what I'm saying. You're rooting for something. If Chicago scores 3 touchdowns, you're fucked.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't do that. I love the team total 23.5, Rams ML, or take your 3.5 if you want. It's gonna tease over 0, piss off the TikTok audience, but go for it.
There's nothing Big Web likes more than teasing over 0.
It's his favorite thing to do. He doesn't like the Pats. He's a big Texans guy.
Team total 20. What was the other? Loveland, how many?
Loveland 60+.
60+.
I like receptions better.
You like receptions better. Did you see how many long catches he made last week? Loveland over 6 receptions is a lot of receptions, Tolly.
He's had 14.
It is.
I understand. It's one game, Dad.
I know. He's his favorite target.
All right. Loveland receptions. I like yards. Team total 23.5. Rams money line, or you want 3.5?
No, I don't want. Well, can you get Rams plus 3.5?
That's what we were saying. Yeah.
Rams plus 3.5.
All right. Let's see what we got. Rams plus 3.5. Tolly, what do we got?
So if we do Rams plus 3.5.
Tell me I'm betting over 0, you fucks.
Rams plus 3.5. Yeah, is what he wanted.
The under 55.5 and Loveland plus 6+ catches, that's only 268.
It's only 268 with that under. Take the under out of there. Get it out. This is a collab. I hate the under.
So if
Get
you
rid
got
of it.
Rams plus 3.5, Loveland 6+ catches, what else do you want?
Rams plus 3.5, Loveland 6+ catches or 60 yards. That's what I'm going to take them. And Rams plus 3.5. So team total 3.5 and Loveland 6 receptions.
Just the 2?
The 3. So Rams team total over 23.5. Loveland
Oh, team total.
start with
I got
6
you.
receptions and then do Rams plus 3.5. I'm so excited for this one.
What is it?
I'm waiting. Tolly's doing some calculating. Give him a minute here.
Scroll through many pages. Okay, so I've got Rams plus 3.5,
Yeah.
Rams over 23.5,
Uh-huh.
and Loveland 6+ catches
Yes.
plus 216. That's
216.
awful.
216.
What is it, Loveland?
Those
over
are awful
60?
odds.
What is it, Loveland over 60 yards
Switch
instead of the receptions?
pages again.
All right.
Yards.
In the cold, the rush will be leaned on more. No, so
Plus-
Swift yards. That's from Ace.
Plus 210.
210.
It's even worse.
210. Even worse. Well, so we got to goose it up to one more, Dad.
We should really put that under in there.
I hate. Go ahead. You bet it. This is a collab. Why do you like the under so much? You're rooting for a team total and an under. That's a dangerous
that's
game.
not
All I know is your fingers get a little nimble out there in the cold. There's no wind though. There's no wind. That's why I'm not screaming against you about it.
Big Web just wants an exact score of 24-21, I guess.
Yeah, you're playing with fire. If Caleb throws two touchdowns in the first quarter, you're sweating bad.
No. You tell me. You know what I did yesterday? I held on to an under. I bought that game up to 50.5 yesterday.
Yeah.
I sweated the whole fourth quarter with 3 points. I was crying to myself. Stop! Punt! Don't punt! Run! Don't run!
It's brutal.
Oh, and then turnover. What? What are you doing? You're in the zone. And then, oh my God, I made it all the way through the fourth quarter with 3 points to spare.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah. It was a
Got
fun
her
one.
done.
Got it done. Okay, you know what? I'm ending the collab. The collab's done. We're
What?
done.
You can't do that.
I just did.
That's not fair.
I want my own. I want my own back because I don't like Colson Loveland receptions.
I put it in there. I keep popping.
Yeah, quit popping.
What is this? I wrote it or 60 yards there.
Or 60 yards. Well, yeah, but you like receptions more. It's fine. You like the under. I hate the under. So let's just go our separate ways.
That's not. That's bullshit.
Well, it's not bullshit.
You collab. You look over here and you talk to the listener, and he says, "I love collabs." You all love collabs. Let's do a collab.
I told you-
all of a sudden you have one disagreement. I'm not fucking doing no
Collab
collabs.
my ass. I go, I don't like the under. You go, how about the under? I don't like the under. How about the under? Fuck it, I don't like the under.
Well,
Quit talking about the
I'm
under.
just telling you something I like.
Oh, and I told you I don't like it 4 times.
Damn it.
It's not a collab when you say you heard me. Oh, you don't like the under. I really like that under.
We can throw it out. It's
No,
just
no,
a
fuck it.
discussion.
No. It's not a discussion. When I
What if
say
you
no
go-
under, it means no under. And you go, how about the under?
What if you go the other way and take over 42.5?
Yeah. See, I don't like the
I mean,
over either.
you need the Rams to score 24 points.
I
You're
just
more than
want
halfway there.
I think the Rams team total is a great move. I think Rams money line's a great move. But like put those two together, and the Loveland thing I like, but then why don't you like the Patriots?
Because I like the Texans.
You always like the Texans. He picks 2 teams, and Seattle's been his good pick, but the Texans are not that great. Stroud is going to crumble.
That's the thing. I ended up picking Patriots on the show because of Stroud. I think Stroud's going to lose out. I think the defense. That game could be an under.
Okay, but then 40.5.
I don't know.
40.5. Someone's saying over 40.5. I agree. I can't mess with unders anymore. After yesterday's
All right, let's
bullshit.
play that game then. Let's play that game.
All right.
Buy that bitch down to 34.
I don't know.
You let it go over 17.
I don't
want to
root. Here's my problem. When you have multiple bets, I have rooting interest elsewhere. I don't want the Texans to get a yard today. You know what I'm saying? Because I got Patriots to win the Super Bowl. So my mind is, you know what I mean? Like, it's hard.
Okay, I got a couple more. So the tight end thought with Loveland in the weather.
Yeah.
What about a little bit of tight end thought with the Patriots or the Rams? What about, what's his name?
Hunter Henry.
Pinkston or Henry? What was
Parkinson,
yeah,
whatever his name is. Yeah.
Parkinson. And then, but the problem with the Rams, they got so many different choices, you might just not get your targets, you know? So what about the Patriots tight end, Hunter Henry? Tally, what do you got for receptions for Hunter Henry?
He is at 4+ receptions is minus 123.
Don't hate
What
that.
do they usually do with them?
Let's look at his game
He gets
log here.
3.5 receptions per game.
That's less than 4.
3.5.
Or his yardage is 40
Oh, I
yards.
thought
His
you meant-
reception yards per game is 46.2. 40+ yards is minus 103.
Let's look
So
at
a
his
little better.
game log. So last week, 3 receptions on 5 targets. Week 18, 5 receptions on 5 targets, 3 receptions. Week 17, 7 in week 16. So he was inconsistent for the end of the year, like back and forth. Have a great week, have an week.
Yeah.
Vegas wants you to take the over with that line. Love the under. It's from Vegas Plastic. He's talking about the under for Pats Texans. He likes the under for that game because he thinks Vegas is trying to scare you. And after what happened to me yesterday with San Francisco +7, I really can't blame you on that one. But that's the playoffs. 40.5 and just, I don't know. Stroud under passing yards. That's from Shea. What's that at?
Attaboy, Shea.
Now we're getting sharp, Big Web. We getting sharp here.
210 passing yards is -113.
To get over 210?
To get over 210, yeah, is -113.
What's his over-under? Usually you can have an over-under line you can mess with. Pass attempts, passing yards. I can't find it. 31.5. Ooh, CJ Stroud under 31.5 passing attempts. That's a lot of attempts.
Under CJ Stroud under 209.5 passing yards is -113. So if he's under 210, it's -113.
Tell me what 230 looks like.
Over 230?
Under 230.
Can you tease an over-under? I don't think you can.
No, you can't.
You can do
You could-
over, but
You can buy
what do you
them.
got going on over there?
What does that mean?
Yeah, that was you.
I didn't mean
You got a little ad going on. That's neat.
Get out of here.
What are you doing?
I don't want silent.
Turn it off.
I'm trying.
What the fuck is that?
Big Web watching Miss Rachel, or what is that music?
Seriously, what is
That
that?
is Miss Rachel.
It's like Miss Rachel, or it's some kind of like I don't know, meditating bullshit.
Yeah. He's in his Zen moment.
Technology, another dash on a scoreboard against Big Web. DJ Moore and Kyron Williams anytime touchdown ? That's from Ryan. I like Kyron, and I did give you that the little storyline that Florio was talking about on PFF or on the Insiders podcast, saying that the secondary for the Rams have struggled. You know, you had Coker have a big week for Carolina last week.
Mm-hmm.
I think Odunze's out. Is he out?
He's not out, but he's not like the favorite target or anything, and he hasn't been doing shit.
Don't hate DJ Moore. How good is the Rams' run defense? Because if their run defense is decent, then you probably gonna see Caleb rolling out more. I like the Loveland play a lot. Big fan of that.
The Rams' pass defense has been questionable. That's where they're hurting.
Yeah. All right, we got to make decisions. Are we collabing or not?
I loved the numbers that Tolly spit out in the very first thing where I was under 55.5 and it was fucking 4 something.
Then take that. Take your
That's what
under.
I'm taking.
But I'm out.
taking.
I'm out.
All right.
So we're separate. So I got to come up with my own. I like. I'm gonna write this down.
Hey, Tolly, I got a question. What is the Rams halftime like? What's the spread for the halftime for the Rams?
First half, Rams -2.5.
God, I don't hate that at all.
-2.5.
With the way Chicago
Yeah.
hasn't come out of the chute, you know.
You would think. You would
So
think.
2.5. So you're a hook down under 3.
Yeah.
It's -115.
That would
That's
be like
worth it.
it would be like an extra bet. You don't want to piss away the day at halftime.
Right. That's exactly
The
right.
Rams' first half money line is -162.
-2.5. What's -2.5? Like -105 or something?
115.
150. That's fine.
There's a lot of numbers being thrown around here, gentlemen.
But it's like I said, it's not your main squeeze. It's your side bet.
It's your side bet, like your side piece, kind of.
No,
thing?
I didn't say that.
That's what you said.
I said just put it on a side.
So you like your side bet better, is what you're saying?
No, I already told you the one I like. It's 4-1.
You're saying you think that little side piece is sexier, is what you're trying to tell me. So you put a little extra oomph into it.
I'm not saying any of that.
That's
I got
what-
no pieces anywhere.
I'm not the one. Neither do I. I'm saying you're the one talking about side pieces over here.
I am not talking about side pieces. I'm talking about parlays.
You said side bet instead of your main squeeze. What do you think you're talking about? I'm talking about gambling. What are you
I'm
talking
about? The
about?
juice is in the squeeze.
This is getting sexual now. But I was
Now this gets into like Monday's game.
I was talking about gambling. I don't know what the fuck you're saying.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
You bet.
I like Rams ML. I like Loveland over 60. I like Pat's ML. What was that 3 pay there? Let's see what we got here. I ain't hitting, no.
That's what I love. I get about 4 deep in mine, and he'll go, it'll be a Wednesday night, and he'll go,
That ain't hitting.
Rams money line, Patriots money line, Loveland 60 plus is plus 362.
362, Big Web. I might need one more.
No, you don't. 362 is fine.
I'm betting $10 today. You got to
You
have a
better
little
red
to it.
round robin it then.
I do like that one. Yeah. My thing is, like, I got to get better just accepting the $10 win. But I want more.
Yeah.
You know, it's a $30 win.
There lies the problem.
There lies the problem.
Yeah.
That's true. All right. Well, then I'll do that. I'll turn my 10 into $36, and we'll call it a nice little Sunday. Getting back a little bit what we lost yesterday, but not enough. Look at him writing all these numbers. Look at this.
Yeah.
I want my own section on the board, by the way.
I got you.
Don't put me under the same. I don't want to use a green one. That's bad karma because green means yes, we hit. You write your own picks in green. That's bad karma. So write mine in black or anything but red or green.
Tolly, put in these 5 over here and see how much money I get.
5.
Oh my god.
He's got what the fuck? Rams first half. It's a stack. Rams first half minus 2.5. Rams under 55.5. Rams plus 3.5. Rams team total. Jesus.
I can't even read all. What else he got?
Huh?
Probably 1,000 on 100.
I doubt that. Okay, so team total. Rams team total over 23.5.
All right, give me one second. I got to scroll for
At
somebody.
least you only got one game to worry about here. You got a 5 same game parlay, and the Rams are on 4 of them.
We got Rams over 23.5.
We got Rams plus 3.5 for the entire ball game. Entire ball game.
This is a side kind of bet.
It's the side piece he likes over there. He's looking, Dad.
Thank you, sir.
Rams.
What's yours, TJ, while we're waiting?
I like
Plus
the old.
3.5.
I like old Pat's ML there.
What's his next one?
His next one is Loveland 6+ receptions. No, Dad, I got Loveland over. Sorry, he asked me a question. Over 60 for me. Loveland over 60. And Rams ML for mine. Plus 362.
What else does Big Web have?
He likes Rams, the game under 55.5.
Not props, lines.
Mm-hmm.
Under 55.5?
Under 55.5, yes, sir.
Okay.
And he likes Rams first half minus 2.5. Say that 5 times fast.
Big Web's not going to like this.
Uh-oh.
Hold on.
1,000 what?
He said
Rams
Big Web's not going to like this.
Wait, Rams minus 2.5 first half, right?
Correct. That'd be it.
So, it says some of your picks cannot be parlayed. We cannot include the Rams plus 3.5 on the game.
They said this is the worst bet we've ever heard of. We can't do it.
Yeah.
No, they can't parlay certain parts of that.
Yeah. So, but Rams team over 23.5. Rams first half minus 2.5. Under 55.5.
Yeah.
And Loveland 6+ receptions is plus 675.
675, so you take Rams plus 3.5 out of it?
Yeah.
If you take Rams plus 3.5 out of what you just had, it's plus 675.
What if I take out the first half one?
What if he takes out the first half one? Put Rams plus 3.5 back in.
Nope, it won't let me do it.
Won't let you do it, Dan.
You have to take the team under out in order to have Rams
You had
plus
to take
3.5.
the team under. You had the total under out?
No, the team under of 23.5 has to come out.
The team total of 23.5 has to get out of there.
That's the best one.
It's the best one.
These
He likes
two are
that.
the best ones right here. That followed by that. We're off to a good start. Something's going to happen here.
Something's gonna happen here. We like this.
We'll keep massaging it.
It's a lot of racing, a lot of maneuvering here.
That's how these things work.
Lock them up says I take the total out. He says hate the Bears, love the rings, but unfortunately not good. What does this mean, Big Web? Can you hate the Bears?
He likes the Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings, but unfortunately not good. So he wasn't a fan of the movies.
Okay.
Nicole says bear down, Bears winning. I hate the Rams. Are going to struggle. Guys, weather not good. Quarterback that played in dome. We need some punctuation here, my guy.
But really, it's all about wind when you got the cold weather. I'm as you can see, I'm topsy-turvy on this over-under, even after buying it up 7
I can
points.
tell Lock Them Up's got some good statements here. We just need we need some flow. We've got run-on sentences galore. They only give you 20 characters. Okay, I apologize. We'll just do multiple messages. You got Loveland plus 60 receiving? I do, El Grande. Yes.
I think that's like I don't want to say the words, but I'm knocking on wood there.
All right. Pat's money line. Anytime tutties. You got like any anytime tutties today, Big Web?
Yeah, probably.
I like Kyron.
Kyron. I was just going to say Kyron.
I like Kyron. I like. Who's the backup running back for Pats here?
Stevenson.
Yeah, Stevenson. I like Stevenson. Stevie.
You know, I think finesse guys today are going to have a tough day, like up there in the weather. I think our buddy Luther Burden's going to have a tough day today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but here I go again, getting away from littler guys. But like Loveland's going to have a better day. He's got more meat on his bones. He can handle the situation.
We got Scuba Matthew out there today. He'll be fine in the cold.
Scuba Matthew.
He's wearing a scuba suit.
Scuba Steve.
Yeah.
DC says, why do you have that derogatory Washington mascot up there in the background? He sees the R words up there, Big Web. I bought these in the studio. What? This came from an old bar. Like, remember those old Bud Light like bar team flags or whatever? Mm-hmm. I got these off eBay, Big Web. And I bought these when the Commanders were not a thing. So that's why it came with the old school one. Yeah. So, yeah, there you go. I apologize. Couldn't be sorrier. I'd like to apologize for the entire show. Big E says Texans defense gets 1 touchdown today. Anytime tutty for the Texans defense.
Now, there's a side piece.
Clip that.
That one there is some high dollar side.
Houston defense anytime touchdown plus 500.
Oh, that's not enough.
See, that'll goose anything up.
It's not enough because like these guys aren't all that great athletes on defense. Sometimes they just fall down.
But you mix that in with the cake and put the blender in there, and you'll come out with a little something. You throw in a plus 500.
Take it with the cake, put it in a blender. When are you putting cake in a blender?
I made a cake before. I made a cake on his show before.
In a blender?
Well, you got to blend up the mix.
You don't blend. Okay.
We got to do a video of him making a cake.
What he did?
I looked up the old stuff. It was we had a cake boss. He was the cake boss. We put him in like a Photoshop. It was pretty great. I enjoyed that.
Well, I was at the old studio, and we had a bet, and I had to make you a cake. I lost.
We never actually got to eat it though.
I know.
Good for you.
Yeah, I think I tried it and actually, tossed it.
It was pretty crappy, but it was a cake. It turned up.
It was a cake. Works out.
This was a fucking cake. It raised up.
It's a cake. All right. TikTok kicked us off like normal. It's our normal Sunday thing here. So we're going to go ahead and wrap it anyway. Again, this is playoff show. It's going to be a little bit shorter. No fantasy questions, nothing like that. So a little bit of a different program as we get to playoffs. But we're hoping that these parlays hit, obviously. Make sure you go to the website fromthe50.com to check out all of our channels. We will also have shows all off-season long. So make sure you leave voicemails for us. You can bullshit with us on Wednesdays at Just Talking Ball. And some fun stuff coming up during the offseason to keep the football conversation going. So that'll do it. Tolly, any last-minute thoughts?
Go Bills. We'll win the Super Bowl next year.
Big Web, what do you think?
Don't bet the house. Bet the dog house. It doesn't matter if it's cold outside. The dog will find a fucking place to sleep.
All right. Well, that'll do it, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. We will see you for NFC AFC Championship Weekend next Sunday. Take it easy.